Hi, it's Ingrid, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing a video. I don't think I've ever done this before, but I'm going to finish all of the books I've started. Like last year and early this year I had like a rule that I had to finish a book before I started the next one. I've stopped doing that. I have 6 books started. 2 of them will not be included in this video because one of them is the first Harry Potter book and that's a reread, so I'm like not stressing about that. The other is A Court of Mist and Fury, but I'm doing a separate video for those books. So I have 4 books that I would like to get through. The first one I'm going to read is Loveless by Alice Oseman, because this is the most recent book I've started. I personally love her writing and her stories. So far, like I'm not that far into the book. I'm on page 88, but this is not as good as the other books I've read. I've read all of her books except for this one, and I've loved them all, but this one, not as interesting. There are certain aspects of the book that I relate to, and I'm going to continue reading it. Like, I like it, it's just not my favorite. The other books, The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel. I started this in my thriller reading vlog. You should definitely go watch that because that's one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Didn't like it that much. How far into it did I get? I'm on chapter 6. Page 109. It's kind of boring and nothing has really happened and it's just very confusing. There's a lot of characters and you don't follow one character, like you follow a million different ones, and it's just confusing. And like the thing on the back here, it happened and it was just nothing happened. But I'm going to continue it and hopefully it picks up soon. Next one is a book that I absolutely love. Priest by Sierra Simone. I had to pause this because I was doing another video, but I've been tabbing it, annotating it as well. Loving this one. I'm almost halfway through it. I'm on page 95, but I'm so obsessed with this. Like, this takes a lot longer to read because I'm annotating it and I'm also writing it down, the quotes that I really like, into a separate notebook. That is something I've wanted to do with the books that I really love. So I'm very excited to get back into this one. And then the last one is another book that I absolutely adore, but it's just very heavy, like Magnolia Parks. It's so fun and so interesting and so comforting in a way, but it's also heartbreaking and mind-twisting. I don't know how to explain it. Just at the point in my life I was at while reading this, it just wasn't the right time. And also I was going on vacation, so I couldn't read it, and then it just took too long. Like, it's very toxic. I'm on page 163, chapter 24. I love this book, but it's just very heavy. Like, it takes a lot to read it and it's soul crushing. But I want to read it before the year is over, and I think the next one is coming out. Like the last book. The next book in the series is coming out early next year, so I want to get through the series, hopefully. But I'm going to start with Loveless and then we're going to see where it goes from there. How did we end up in prison? Like, I decided to pick this book back up, but it's very confusing. Because this is the first time I'm hearing of a prison. I don't like this book. Hi, it's been a long time. I don't remember when I started this video, and that's a bit annoying. But anyways, I finished this last night. I didn't film many of my reactions to this because, like, for the first half of the book I was kind of bored. Like, nothing was happening and I didn't feel connected to the characters at all, so like I didn't really want to continue, but I did. And at the like second half, last 35% maybe, I really liked it a bit more. Like, I couldn't put it down. One thing I'm going to say is I cried a lot. Like, I don't know how much I want to get into this, but like, it's weird because I still don't feel connected to the characters at all, but I really like the way the book is written. Like, Alice Oseman's writing is pretty good, and I think that's what I like the most about her books, just the way she writes, and I really like that. And then I really wanted to know what was happening at the end of this book, and like, I don't want to rate it lower than a 4 because I really liked it at the beginning, no, at the end, but I don't feel like I should rate it too high because it took so long for me to get into this. So I'm questioning whether I should give it a 4 or a 3.5, because like, I don't want to do it too low because like, this book means a lot to me, and I feel like I'm glad I read it. I think I felt a lot while reading this, and I think that matters a lot to me in my ratings, the way it makes me feel and think, and definitely did a lot of that. So I think I'm going to land on a 4 star, but I'm not completely sure. I'm going to think about it a bit more, but yeah, that's my thoughts. Did I ever tell you what the book is about? It's basically about this girl, Georgia, who's like never been in a relationship, never had a crush on anyone, and she's like figuring out her sexuality and eventually like trying to come to terms with it, while also starting university, getting a new roommate, meeting some new friends. There's a play, there's like, you see a lot of their life. I feel like it's very realistic. All of Alice Oseman's books are very realistic, and that's what I like about them. This isn't like this perfect thing, but it's also, you can take things away from it. Like, the importance of friendship really comes through in this, and I felt that a lot. So don't really know what to rate it, but I did like it. But it's not a 5 star. And then couldn't talk to you last night because my parents went to bed, but I started this again. I picked it back up, and I did read a bit. Like, when did I stop? I don't remember, but I'm not on chapter 8. I'm on page 138, and I hate this book. I just want to finish it because like, I want to know, because the back of it seems so interesting, but the book is not, and it follows like a million different characters, and it goes back and forth in time, and it just doesn't make any sense, and I never know what's going on. And this book has made me realize that I hate third person. Maybe I've read third person before and liked it, but in this one it really sticks out, and that's all I can think about. The book's bad. And I just don't understand the plot or the way it's written. Like, the plot, that's a completely different thing. Like, so confusing. Like, what is really going on? What's the point of the story? What is the storyline? I don't know. I can barely keep the different characters apart. I don't understand anything. I don't understand their individual storyline. I don't know if there's like a connection somehow. Like, the hotel is the connection, like they were all there, but I still don't understand why we're seeing this. And I think I mentioned before, I don't know if it was in this video or my reading thrillers video, that this book isn't confusing in the mind-twisting thriller way, like it's messing with your mind. The book is just confusing, and like I said, the way it's written, it doesn't make any sense. Like, in one chapter you go, it's like different subheadings, is that what it's called? I don't know. In the chapter it's like you go, you're in one place and then you're suddenly back in time and reading something else, and it doesn't make any sense, and I don't like it, and I don't like any of the characters. I don't have any love for any of the characters. I don't feel connected to any of the characters or the plot or the writing. So I'm really just pushing through and hoping that everything's gonna get better, because like on the front it has like things from other people. Beautiful, enmeshed, startlingly clever. Beautifully written and compelling, it will find its way straight to your heart. Will it though? Because I don't like this book. But I'm gonna continue reading for a bit and just hope that it's gonna be at least a little bit interesting. Okay, I'm not gonna talk too much about this book while I'm reading it because I don't like it. But I just feel like mentioning again, like the time jumping. Don't like it. We were just in 2015, now we're in 2008. At least we're following the same person as the last chapter, which is great. But still, can we do this in chronological order, please? I don't understand the point of this book. It's not enjoyable. Like, It just doesn't make any sense. And I hate that. So I'm gonna continue reading. Hopefully I'll be done soon, because I don't want to read this book anymore, but I don't want to DNF it. I'm just going to continue it, finish it, and move on with my life. We're not following the same character, we're following the wife. I don't care about the wife. It's time for some more confusion. I'm not so sure this book is actually written in third person anymore. Because, I mean, it doesn't make sense for it not to be. The way they're following different characters. But I keep reading we did this. We on this floor, we in this room did this. So it's clearly someone telling a story. But that doesn't make any sense because it doesn't make sense for one person to be in every single room that the story takes place in when it's everywhere. And it keeps like saying other people's names. Like, I don't even know how to pronounce that name. What is it? Alkaitis? I don't know if I'm saying that right. But you're following him. Like him and his wife alone in the hotel room. It doesn't make sense for another person to have been there with them. So I don't understand. Yeah, that's all I had to say. I'm just very, very confused. I'm on page 177, and this is a 300-page book, so I think I could finish it right now. I just need to sit and read. I'm going to a birthday party a bit later. My cousin's son is turning 4, so I just want to finish this book before that. So I'm just going to read, finish it, and then I'll tell you all of the things I don't like about this book. I really wasn't planning on saying anything else about this book, but I just realized something. I mentioned the subheadings. That's only in some chapters. Some chapters have like titles. You have the chapter, and then there's a paragraph, and your title, a paragraph, and your title, another paragraph, and your title. And then some of them have numbers. Like I just started. I'm gonna show you. It's just 6. The last one was 5, and it just counts. And like, is there a reason for that, or what is going on? Yeah, I just had to say that. I just reread the back of this book, and I've completely missed the point of the book. I thought it was the writing, but it's the end here. But I'm like so far into this book and it still hasn't happened. So I'm still disappointed. Like, something is coming. And I need to figure out if it's good enough or not. So, the thing I've been waiting for the whole entire book finally got somewhere. And I have like 70 pages left. Like, this is the first time I've been like, whoa. And I'm almost done. So, like, is she... Or is it... Yeah, I think it's gonna be her. Like, is that connected to the story at all? Like, does it matter? That's the question. Who knows? Hi. It's a lot later because I had my exam, so I couldn't film or read for a few days. I finished this. I don't remember what, but I finished it. I'm rating it 2 stars because I did not like it. It was just confusing. I didn't like any of the characters or the story, and like time jumps and all of that just didn't make sense to me. Yeah, there's really nothing about this book that I like. It wasn't the worst book, because I feel like if when I was pretending like I was reading a real story, I was more interested. So I feel like if this was a documentary, it would have been better. But like, it's not a 1 star. It's not horrible, because I could get through it. I was just not into it in the way I am fiction. Whatever. So now the next 2 books I wanted to read in this video is Magnolia Parks and Priest. For Magnolia Parks, I am a little less than halfway through. Where's my... Oh, okay, I'm actually not even close. I'm on page 163. I might read this one. At the same time, I really want to read this because it's shorter and I feel like I can finish that quicker. But I think I'm fully annotating this one. With this one, I'm annotating this one as well, but I'm just like underlining and writing. With this one, I'm like tabbing it and going like all in. I'm on page 95, so I don't know which one I'm going to start, but I will be starting one of them, well, continuing one of them today. It's pretty late though, because I've finished my exam today, so I needed to rest. But yeah, I'm gonna start reading one of them soon. Hi, I'm sick, so if I look or sound weird, that's why. Also, I have been sick, so I haven't... my batteries... the battery thing had like 3 or 4 lines. It had 2 the last time I picked it up, and now my battery is flashing. But anyways, I don't know if I told you that I finished The Glass Hotel. If I did, that's good. If I didn't, I'll do a recap at the end of this video. But I've been picking up Magnolia Parks lately. Like, I finished The Glass Hotel at the end of November, and now it's December 20th. But I've been reading this for the last couple of days, and I've gotten to chapter 39, page 251. So I'm just going to continue reading and hopefully finish this today. I love this book so much. It's so frustrating, but I love it so much. And I don't know if you can see that, but I put like a tab there, because I was thinking I'm not going to annotate this anymore. It's like I've been writing and underlining. Then I lasted 2 pages, and then I kept doing it. So I thought maybe if I don't annotate it, I'll read it faster. But I couldn't help myself, so I'm just gonna sit down and read. Don't know if I can film it because my camera battery is flashing, so I need to film now too. Hi, I have about 150 pages left of this, and I just want to talk about my thoughts before I continue. I am absolutely obsessed with this book. It's very frustrating at times. Like, just stop doing that, just talk or be together or be honest. And it's so annoying, but I'm actually so obsessed with it. And like, we're at the point where she asks him and he lies. Like, it's very obvious that he's lying. And when you know it hurts her, why not tell her the truth? I want to know the truth. At least think about the truth so I can know what the truth is. I want to know. And I don't have much left. I could just finish it, but this book does things to me that I can't explain. And like, I could have read this so long ago. But when people started talking about it, at least the people I watched started talking about it, I wasn't interested. I didn't like the cover. Now I love the cover. I think this is a masterpiece. I think it's so interesting. But also, I think it was so popular and everyone had such strong opinions of it. You either really loved it or really hated it. There was no in between. And that scares me. And I think I sometimes try to stay away from those very, very popular things. Same reason I've been pushing Ekatar and Shatter Me away from me. Because if it's so popular, I build up these expectations and I will be disappointed. So I think going into this expecting not to like it that much really made a difference. Then I didn't set myself up for disappointment. And also, people say that it's like a British Gossip Girl, and I've tried to watch Gossip Girl and I didn't like it. Like, that's not for me. I need some action or some crime or some mystery or something. And like the teenage drama, not really my thing. But I tried again yesterday and I actually really liked it. I think if I'm going to enjoy Gossip Girl, I need to watch just a couple episodes at a time, because binging that, I will get bored.
But like, reading this made me want to watch Gossip Girl. So, I love this book. I love the feel of this book. You know, this is soft. It's so soft just doing this. I'm not gonna sit here and cuddle a book, but like, it's soft and I love it. And wait, my mom's calling. What was I saying before she called? Was I still talking about Gossip Girl or was I over it? Because I don't remember, actually. Yeah, I remember. Wait. I'm sick. My mind is not in the right place right now. You know, did I mention that I was sick the last time I talked to you? I think I did. But yesterday, I felt like I was getting better. And I was so excited. I could breathe finally. And my throat wasn't hurting. And I don't know what the English word for it, but something in here is wrong. But yesterday, it was starting to get better. But then I woke up today, and I was so much worse. Could not breathe. My throat was killing me. My head hurts. And I can't breathe anymore. And every time I talk, I just need to cough. Because there's something messing me up. And I hate it. Bad thing is, we're having this little Christmas party today. It's not really a party. It's just my mom invited her best friend, another friend, and I think my aunt. I don't know if my aunt's coming because she's working tomorrow. And then I invited my friend and don't know if she's coming. She said she would. But that's, like, she said in the beginning of this month, she said she would. She added it to her calendar. But if she actually shows up or not, I guess we'll never know. That's not what I was going to talk about. But anyways, I need to be not sick because of that. But this book, when I bought it, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like messed up. It has this line over here because it's bent. I don't know why. But this was the only one on the shelf, so we just asked the woman working there, do you have any other copies? And she said no. But then she gave it to me for cheaper, so I paid like less, 1/3, 2/3 of the price, I don't know, for this book because of this tiny little thing right here. Just wanted to share that. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't know how to update you. The characters. What do I think of the characters? I actually really love Magnolia. I love BJ, but he's so frustrating. I love Tom England. That's my man. That's my man. I don't like Christian. I always mix up Henry and Jonah. Who is who? I don't remember. Is Jonah Christian's brother? I think 2 and 2 are brothers. And when they talk, it seems like Jonah is BJ's brother, but I think Jonah might be Christian's brother, and then Henry is BJ's brother. I don't know. I'm very confused with the friend group. I know who Christian is, and I know BJ and Magnolia. The other boys don't understand who is who. Don't get it. But anyways, that's all I had to say right now. I'm gonna try to finish this book today, and I'll talk more about my opinions a bit later.
I'm on page 341 of Magnolia Parks, and I no longer know how is this going to end? Like, I wasn't planning on reading the rest of the series yet, but now I fear I might have to. Because everything that's going on with Christian and Daisy, and BJ and Magnolia, and Tom, and just everyone, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. And I don't want to do this. And I don't know what to do. Because I have to continue reading, like I can't put it down. But it hurts, like it messes with me in some weird way that I can't explain, but it's just inside all of me and I can feel it. But I don't have much left. I have less than 100 pages left. And I just need to finish it. And I don't know what to say about this book. It's over. It can't end like that. So I have finished Magnolia Parks. As you saw last night, was not doing good. Finished the book and I was so happy. And then the actual ending, and I was reading it and I'm like, no, it can't be this, and then I was right. And I hated that because I did not want to be right. But something happened that I wasn't very happy with, and the way it ended, it's so typical teenage drama TV show that I'm like, I need to see Magnolia Parks as a show. It probably won't be good and I will be disappointed, but I need it. But anyways, what do I even say about it? I loved the book so much. I DM'd Sarah Caroli right after finishing it at like 3:20 a.m. because I bought it because of her. And this is what I wrote to her. I just finished Magnolia Parks and I don't know what to do with myself. I don't think I can ever forgive you for recommending this book. Oh my god, I'm numb, I'm broken, I think I need a year-long break from the world. Absolute masterpiece, and I both love you and hate you for making me read this book. My life is ruined, my life is fixed. It's 3:20 a.m. and I actually don't know what to do. This book broke me into a million pieces, and then it fixed me right back, and then it crushed me, and I don't really have words to describe it. It's so toxic and it's so frustrating, but I absolutely love it. And Jessa Hastings' writing in this book is so good. It's like, I've never seen anything like it before, and I really enjoy that writing. I feel like I really connect to it because the characters are speaking directly to me. And I'm blown away by that writing. Like, I've never seen anything like that before. And I know some people don't like that, and I don't understand why. I actually cannot see what it is to not like about the writing of this book. The story I can understand because it's very toxic, and BJ fucking Valentine, like, what's going on in your head? Like, you could have fixed it so many times. If you couldn't tell, it's a 5-star read for me. Like, I did not think that I would ever love a book more than Crooked Kingdom, but this book has taken over my soul. And I don't think I'm ever gonna stop thinking about this book, and it's just, I don't even know. I don't even know. And now, the next book I'm going to finish is Priest. I hope to finish it today. It's New Year's Eve, so I don't know how that's gonna go. But I'm almost halfway through. This is like a 300-page book, and I'm on page... I can't even open it. 134. So I'm just gonna read. I'm going to my aunt's house today, soon. So I'm gonna try to finish this before that. We'll see. So it's time to wrap up this video. I finished Priest. Like, my thoughts on this book is, I don't know. It's like, I did enjoy it. I did. It's especially the first time I picked it up. And I think I would have enjoyed it more if I just read it in one sitting. I can't talk. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. But anyways, did I ever tell you about what the book is about? Basically, this is about a Catholic priest, Father Bell, who meets this girl in a confessional booth at his church. She starts confessing to him, and there's some feelings involved, and it ends with, well, it starts with him breaking his I can't say that word, his vow of celibacy in the church with her. That's not a spoiler, that's in the prologue, and if you read the back of it, like, you get the point. But when it comes to, like, my thoughts about this book, I did enjoy it, but is it a good book? I don't know. There's a lot of spice. Like, this is a very smutty book, probably the most spice I've ever read, and it was fun, But there was a little too much. Like, as I was reading it, I was enjoying it. But like the thought of picking it up when I knew that was all I was gonna get, it took me a while to get through because I never wanted to pick it up. But I did like the character. I liked both Tyler and Poppy. But I wish like we got some more. Because the spice was good, obviously. But like, I don't want just that. I need a story. And it was barely a story in here. Towards the end, we got a little bit more. And I liked that because you got a lot of like their thoughts and feelings. But then, by the end, with the last couple of lines, ruined it for me. Like, I would have given it a better rating if it wasn't for that last line. Like, we just ruined everything. It was the perfect ending. And then it was a little rushed, a little weird after everything that happened. And then the epilogue shouldn't have been there. Hated it. Ruined it. Like, without the epilogue, it would have been so much better. But something I did like, this was written, or the story was told through Tyler's POV. And I think it was very fun to get to see the guy's point of view in a relationship. Because I feel like most of the time we either get the girl or both, and like you never get like the really well thought out view of a guy. But in this one we did, like we got every single thought in his head. And I thought it was fun to follow the guy for once. So I did enjoy that. And also it was very fast paced, like it was a quick read when I was sitting down with it. But I ended up giving it 3 stars. Not the best, but I'm probably going to continue the series at some point. Another thing I want to say, I love the texture of this book. It's so comfortable to hold and touch. And I like that. And the cover is very pretty. 3 stars, but would I recommend it? I don't know. But eventually I'm going to continue the series, but it's not my priority right now. But that was everything for this video. What did I read? We should do a little overview of everything that happened in this video. So I think I started this video with Loveless by Alice Oseman, and I gave that one 3.5 stars. It's my least favorite of her books. It was a little slow, it was boring, picked up at the end, but not my favorite. I'm still glad I read it, and I think there is a chance I'm going to reread it. I'm probably going to reread it sometimes. But it was my least favorite. I was expecting more. And then I read The Glass Hotel. I gave that 2 stars, I think. Yeah, that one was confusing, and it was boring, and not what I was expecting at all. Like, I feel like all of the exciting things that were on the back of the book didn't really happen, and when they did happen, it didn't matter. Like, it wasn't an important part of the story at all. And I'm still very confused as to who were we following. Because in the different chapters, we were like following different stories of different people at different places in different times. And at first, that was like, okay. I was still confused because we were going back and forth, but at least I'm following this person now and this person now. But then they started with the we. When in Jonathan's little section of his story, someone was like, we. But like, I don't know who we are. Who's we? I don't get it. And I'm still thinking about this book because it's so frustrating. Because they were talking about like how they were dealing with everything that happened with him. But like, who's we? Who is it that's dealing with this? I don't get it. The camera battery is flashing. That's very unfortunate. Then I read... What did I read? Magnolia Parks? I did read Magnolia Parks. Absolutely loved it. My favorite book. I don't have words. I need to continue that series right now. Loved the writing of that. I've never seen anything like it. Perfect, and I'm so excited for the rest of the series. And then obviously Priest, that I just told you my opinions of, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it was fun, and it's a good way for me to finish books when I'm a little hesitant. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, lovers.